Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Play action. Now it's Tua. On the move to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'm care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Brady. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if you continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 22 is the line to gain here on third down. To throw is Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady will swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got this, complete to Williams. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tua to throw again. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Brady going to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striping down the 47-yard line. When picked it in the end zone, they're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Buying time to his left.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. This out quickly to Williams.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on time. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Brady now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll give Ford out another crack. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
To stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Being chased out left. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the gun on third down, Brady. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.